From Divine Sister of the Light, Sarah Adams. Message from the Pleiadian Syrian Arcturian Council of Light. We are here now. We love you. We are you from your future to assist you on your path. Beloved one, your experience of your world is directly responding to the way you feel about your world and what you anticipate and expect from your world. It is a direct mirror of your inner world. The same way you can't change your image in the mirror by trying to change what's in the mirror. The same way your experience of the world won't change from the outside in. Your world changes from the inside out. In other words, do not wait for your outside world to make you feel good. Feel good first and then watch your outside experience change for the better. For example, if you want to experience love, you need to feel loving and loved first. How do you do that? At the core of your being is the essence of God, Source. Source is love, and therefore you are loved always, and you can feel love for others just for the sake of feeling love. This requires to take the attention off the outside experience of others first, and to turn inward to connect with Source. In stillness, as you turn inward, you will be able to truly feel the love of Source within you. As you repeat this process on a consistent basis, your ability to love yourself and others will increase. Then you are able to forgive others when they are temporarily not connected to love and act unloving. It is simply an experience of the illusion of the ego mind trying to separate you from others and from Source. As you continue this process, your love will become like the love of Source, unconditional. Love no matter the condition or behavior. You can apply this principle to all areas of your life. We are holding the vision of the divine new earth with you, and from our vantage point it is glorious. We are with you every step of the way. You are loved beyond measure. We are with you always. We love you. We are you. Namaste. Thank you, Pleiadian Syrian Arcturian Council of Light. From teloschannel.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Angelique M. Larson. Beloved Earth family, we are all feeling so much with the elevated ascension frequencies, the pure light plasma white light that has been shifting the foundations of all that we once thought of as truth. We're all learning, growing, and evolving at an unprecedented pace, with each sacred breath and sacred step. As we return to the purity of our true essence within, we tune into the vastness of the Adam Kadman, which is the pure divine light, without a physical form, without a vessel. This is where we become one with the Godhead, and the flow of eternal knowledge flows, for our infinite is limited. Infinite, eternal is without end. The path of returning to the Christ or Christos consciousness within your sacred heart is the return to knowing thyself as a spark of Source God, a celestial divine pillar of light in manifested form without a physical vessel, having an experience in the reality you choose as a co-creator being. The pure potential of the psyche cannot be reached without the activation of Christ consciousness within the Sacred Heart. The acknowledgement of the Adam Kadman corresponds to the Yakshida, the collective essence of the soul, acknowledging your interconnectedness with the oneness of all of creation. We are all being illuminated within the oneness to bring for the truth of our own unique experiences. Are you still in judgment of making someone right, wrong, good or bad in your personal experiences and perceptions? Or are you open to the eternal possibilities and perceptions of each celestial divine co-creation of the one who is mirroring and reflecting the truth of what is within you, that has either self-actualized, realized in the present, or perhaps a reflection of where you as a soul once were, and have now grown and expanded to the eternal within your consciousness? Anything outside of yourself that you are reacting and responding to, in that moment you are choosing to give your power away. Ask yourself, would an eternal being choose this? Many are still being triggered, and it's important to ask yourself why this is. what is left unsettled within for your soul's growth and further expansion. Eternal gratitude and love to all sacred souls having an earthly experience in this sacred now, as well as to all throughout all of creation. Namaste from AngeliqueLarson.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Akash Ra Azurite. Cosmic New Worlds, Realities, Universes, Mother Gaia Earth Galactic Ship Energy Update. 111-444-333-1132-719-888-1121-0111-0110. Angelic Devas 892-7651-45-44-222-782. We have new quadrant systems activating as experiencing meteor showers, quadranted showers for our celebration of the powerful gateways, new beginnings, 111 through 117, activation reset for our new energy cycle. Venus rising tonight and tomorrow within the night sky. So beautiful as we activate Venus and Mercury for our sacred divine Heros counterpart marriage soul union return. 110 through 112, so powerful as we open the Heros crystalline temples of Aphrodite and Hermes, of the sacred schools of the Christed Sophia, fully anchored. We activate Saturn through our high power, the Alchemist templates, on the 13th and 14th of January, triple diamond emerald trinity activation within our physical crystalline star body, starseed angelic human races on the planet. Trinity center, Saturn, Mercury, and Venus. New energy center, new higher power, new DNA templates anchoring as we access our inner alchemy of the return of planetary systems. 111 new moon solar activations for new beginnings. Ancient Akashic record templates fully coming online. We will experience all new higher quadrants, new higher realities, dimensions, spaces, worlds, realms, DNA, kingdoms coming online. Divine Mother Gaia's new gifts for us to access higher earth systems. New holographic HD vivid creations for us. New worlds to access full gate systems online to translocate. Teleportation to her new world she's creating for us to access. Full galactic star races, humans, embodiment. Awesome experiences as we clean up all old systems, matrices, collective grid systems within our physical crystalline star bodies. Lots of sleep, rest, honoring the physical body. Jupiter planetary new Stargate grid systems activating within the multiverse, physical body, planetary body for all, star races, angelic humans on this planet. New beginnings, abundance, prosperity, and co-creation crystalline quantum plasma fields activating for more access of materialization, human words manifestation, new upgrades for faster co-creation of materializing our highest realities, dreams, creations of our HD vivid vision of our divine interior, exterior, galactic, cosmic, new earths, new worlds within. Beautiful experiences as we upgrade the physical crystalline star body to a new system. Beautiful meteor showers for the beginning of January through the 17th. We created activating pictures for our full experience here in Bryce Canyon, Utah. So magical to see the fireballs activate our experience. Definitely clearing millions of timelines here. Quantum light activation source translation writing by Akasha Ra Azurite and Galactic Commander Husband. Cosmic love councils, galactic beings, galactic star races, Emerald Order feline races, God realms downloads. From StarseedEvolutionUnited.net, from Ascension Lightworkers to the Ascending Soul Collective, You are preparing to walk into a new era of light. This will be the biggest shift in your ascension. The new world is being created, and you are a big part of the transition team. Do not worry about what you need to do, as your soul already knows the way. This will change everything. Expect the unexpected. Miracles now want to happen for you. This is your rebirth. Your past is healing. Your soul is evolving to higher levels. The last few months have been challenging, but also necessary to rebirth into the new version, and improved you in every level, mentally, spiritually, and physically. You requested this higher alignment that is now taking place. You have all the inner strength you need to overcome any obstacles. You are more powerful than you know. Follow the light of your soul and remember you are healthy, whole, and complete. The reason that you might have been feeling off lately may possibly be because you are outgrowing your old self and are entering a new phase in life. This integration, recalibration process will activate many discomforts in the physical as it clears internal density and darkness. Ascending souls are now in the new version of self. They are embodying Earth's new frequencies that consist of positive vibrations and higher frequencies in New Earth, made up of genuine love, success, improved health, inner peace, stability, fulfillment, new adventures, meeting new connections that are based in soul recognition and vibrationally aligned with the higher self aspects. Over the next 2 to 4 weeks, many ascending will be feeling extremely high-intensity energies in the ascending collective. As you ascend, you will no longer feel as affected by the 3D collective, as ascending souls are vibrating at a much higher conscious timeline frequency. This new energy can be maximized and utilized for spiritual ascension by those who feel ready. The energy will pass through the awakening collective here on Earth, changing so many individuals for their highest good and for the highest good of all. You are reaching your higher timelines. You now recognize that fear is an illusion. You have a deep knowing that love is already won in the quantum realities, and you are witnessing many illusions on this planet, crumbling and breaking away. Ascending souls, in Earth's new energy, your beliefs shape your reality and are formed in your mind, driven by connection, imagination, and emotions. Your interpretation of events determines the version of the world you experience that are fueled by your feelings. How you see and interpret the events in your timelines will determine the version of the world in which you find yourself. Clarity and recognizing your own power are essential. Your thoughts constantly shape your world, but external influences can cause fluctuations. It is important to stay centered, live in the present moment as much as consciously possible, clearly stating your intentions for personal evolution and assistance from the higher ascension light teams. By serving yourself, evolving, and committing to personal growth, you positively impact others. True service is not sacrificing yourself to save others, but rather doing the inner work and living in an authentic way, as a true example that inspires and heals those around you. When you love yourself and Earth, you embrace your role in redefining humanity. You radiate the changing energy, dedicating your time and living in your divine expression. As you embody your light, you will attract like-minded individuals and expand your ascending communities. Your state of mind is paramount. How you perceive and program reality affects your response to it. Dare to be bold, pursue what excites you, and achieve the seemingly impossible. Ascending souls have the abilities and capabilities to transform this planet regardless of its current state. In service to yourself, committed to personal ascension, you uplift many others. Service involves doing the internal shadow work and authentically and positively impacting those you encounter in a healing and transformative way. As ascending beings, you will move through the next few months, experiencing both activations as well as deeper purging, releasing. self-reflecting and celebrating, recognizing what you are still needing to release and setting the intentions to clear what no longer serves in any higher capacity. Starseeds are receiving new light codes and activation energies that are helping to activate the higher intuition, Akashic spiritual gifts, talents, and abilities, as soul remembrance is an important part of the ascension process. 2024 is going to be a year of higher truths, awakenings, and activations. There will also be increased physical changes as the body continues to purge and upgrade. Starseeds will experience an increased sense of inner peace, love, and joy, as well as intensified metaphysical experiences. You will experience more profound moments of enlightenment and self-actualization. Expect to experience a much stronger connection and unity with Creator Source Light Energy, leading to enhanced perceptions and a clearer perspective on reality. Feeling deeply aligned with life on your ascending planet as you become a more integral part of the New Earth reality, and loving and dedicated ascension service by Ascension Lightworkers. From Ascension Lightworkers to the Ascension Lightworker Collective, there have been major planetary shifts. They are affecting many in their ascension evolutionary stages. The Earth is currently surrounded by a great amount of collective darkness, and higher realm celestial intervention has arrived. Divine light is piercing the darkness, and higher help is now at hand. Advanced higher realm light and celestial beings are flooding Earth's atmosphere to intervene on behalf of humanity. So far, it has not been a fair energetic battle with the dark, because most humans don't yet realize that they are living in a battle zone of polarity and duality. When you are a starseed, light bearer, a light worker, a grid worker, your light will always trigger those still living in the dark. Planet Earth is experiencing energetic activity on all fronts, energetically, spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally. This is a significant turning point for the collective and for each of us as ascending individuals. The Christ light codes that you embody are activating into deeper cellular layers and levels. This will elevate consciousness in your physical vessel to embody the higher frequencies of light. The 3D and 5D have finally split into two separate worlds on this planet. There can no longer be any sitting on the fence for any now. Now is the time to fully embrace your light, your authentic self, to begin the meld with higher self source energy. Spiritual and energetic cleansing is taking place in your systems, as well as discernment and humility. They are extremely important virtues to embody. Your intuition is heightening and sharpening. This will increase your levels of trust as your inner wisdom and higher self lovingly guide you. There is no denying or stopping this global collective shift in consciousness, and many are feeling it intensify. Those who have been doing the inner work required to fully heal and transcend limiting beliefs will continue to move forward in accelerated timelines. The higher energies are releasing light codes of higher realm knowledge to ascending humans to assist with their ascension process. Over the next 6 weeks, there will be a great more uncovering of deeper awareness and truth of hidden knowledge. Some currently ascending may be struggling to sleep during these nights. This is your spirit being activated by the increased celestial presence. You are a divine being preparing to receive higher divine knowledge as ascending humanity is accelerating the transition to a higher heart-based consciousness. This is a significant event on Earth, a new birth on a collective level, and you are a big part of this transition. You are the forerunners, the leaders in the field of the new consciousness. Your souls have been called upon to support this process and to assist in moving it along on the waves of change that are part of the birth in this new reality. This process will not always be an easy one. The conscious journey through life is filled with wonder, challenges, broken hearts, extreme highs and lows, celebrations, special moments and memories that define our experience as an ascending human. It is these events, planned or unexpected, that impact your journey and define your higher purpose. Star seeds, the greatest journey of your life, will be the journey into your higher heart. It is the going back to who you were at the beginning of your existence on this planet, before the mind and the world of thought corrupted your beliefs. You were born in your heart space, and this is where your real home resides. You're returning home to original seeding, back to the template of true self. Recently, many ascending have experienced a great deal of upgrades and expansions to assimilate and integrate the higher energies infiltrating this ascending planet. Everything you are going through in your ascension is taking place energetically. The recent ascension activations have felt overwhelming for many. You are birthing a new human vehicle. The old body is recalibrating to the higher ascension shifts on this planet. What this means is that more light is penetrating into your auric fields. This creates internal disruptions, shakiness that can be at times confused with anxiety. The physical is vibrating at a faster frequency than normal, increasing heartbeats and rhythms. You are cognizing higher energies filled with light codes and downloaded information. Old cycles and karmic ties are being released throughout the collective. So many are awakening to their remembrance and true divine nature. The more you awaken to truth, the more conscious you become of your internal patterns, conditioning, traumas, and cycles. Soul collective around the globe are choosing to release these patterns and step up into a totally new way of being. This is how you, as an ascending collective, are breaking the patterns and cycles of sadness and suffering that have been plaguing this planet for centuries. The ascending collective are now consciously ascending in an entirely new energy on Gaia, loving Earth. You are releasing what no longer serves and stepping outside your comfort zones. This is essential for higher growth and transformation. Taking small, gradual steps is effective and valuable in navigating this process. It is a time for many to align with their soul's true desires and embrace a life that brings them fulfillment and purpose. By embracing this radical and revolutionary change, you step into the unknown. You open the ascending self to many new and aligned opportunities and experiences that lead to the highest self potential. Current cosmic energies are propelling you into a reset mode. The familiar will no longer feel good enough. Years of relationships and past bonds may possibly still be in question. Things will be shown to you to assist you to see the past illusions you may have held on for so long. As you begin seeing beyond the illusions, you realize you are not crazy at all. Instead, you are ascending far beyond the fakery of this 3D world. There are the ascending loved ones at present who may be feeling in an uncomfortable stage of life where the old self is gone, but the new self is not yet fully birthed and functioning. This means you are in the midst of a major transformation in self-conscious awareness. This is a temporary rebirthing stage, and it can at times feel uncomfortable. Truth, the universe is within you, containing all the potential and power you need to create the life you desire here. Believing in higher self-guidance taps you into your inner strength, confidence, and worthiness to manifest your dreams into reality. You, in truth, are source love creation. Many individuals who are going through the process of ascending are letting go of old patterns and behaviors that were deeply rooted in survival instincts. Many are now embracing the new version emerging, creating from a place of love, light, and service to ascending others. Channeled in loving and dedicated ascension service, written by Ascension Lightworkers. From Divine Sister of the Light, Aurora Ray. The Accelerating Shift, Humanity's Collective Consciousness Awakening. We are living in a period of rapid change and transformation. The very energies that compose our world are shifting in profound ways. The Schumann resonance, the frequency of the Earth's electromagnetic field, has been spiking to record highs in recent years. This indicates a quickening in the planetary heartbeat and more intense cycles of change. Along with the Earth, human consciousness is also expanding to new levels. As we awaken, our perceptions broaden. We begin to see through old paradigms and experience reality in deeper ways. This accelerated growth can feel disruptive, but it enables us to realign with higher frequencies. During such dynamic times, we may experience both turbulence and breakthroughs. Outmoded structures collapse as new ones emerge. While change can be challenging, it brings opportunities for innovation and growth. Each person has a choice to resist or embrace the waves of change. By staying centered in the present moment, we can ride these rapids to exciting new horizons. The increased quickening is a sign that humanity is going through a collective metamorphosis. We are rapidly evolving into a new state of being. It is vital that we adapt and welcome change rather than cling to the past. The more we allow our consciousness to expand, the smoother this transition can be. By actively participating in our own transformation, we help manifest the potential of the emerging Earth. In this thrilling era, the opportunity to bring together the world's brightest minds is at our fingertips. Many lightworkers, or those who embody and spread light and higher consciousness, have felt called over the past decade to awaken and step into their full potential. As the frequencies continue to rise on Earth, lightworkers are connecting with their higher purpose and gifts like never before. They are realizing that they volunteered to incarnate at this time to assist with the great shift in human consciousness that is occurring. An influx of energy is activating DNA in these individuals and giving them access to abilities and spiritual awareness they have long forgotten. More and more lightworkers are tuning into guidance from their higher selves, angels, spirit guides, and ascended masters. They are shedding limiting beliefs and healing core wounds so they can embody higher vibrational states of joy, peace, compassion, and unconditional love. This enables them to be clearer conduits for light and catalysts for positive change on the planet. Many lightworkers are coming together in soul groups and communities like ours, where they can support each other's growth. They feel safe and understood amongst those on a similar path, which gives them strength, inspiration, and motivation to fully own their light. There is great power when these bright beings unite with a shared vision to co-create a new Earth based on respect, harmony, and cooperation with all of life. Their combined energy is like a brilliant sun that dissolves the remnants of fear and separation, making way for a new paradigm of peace, abundance, and collective well-being. The awakening of the people is occurring now to help humanity shift into higher states of awareness. Their light and wisdom are deeply needed to guide others through these transformative times. As they shine ever brighter, they illuminate the way forward for all. As humanity continues to evolve spiritually, we are transitioning from the current 3D reality into a 5D reality known as the New Earth. On the New Earth, the focus is on love, unity, community, and living in harmony with each other and the planet. More heart-centered values take precedence over materialistic pursuits or ego-driven agendas. There is a sense of oneness, recognizing the interconnectedness between all living beings. Old dualistic separations dissolve as people transcend divisive mindsets and come together in peace. The New Earth exists in a higher vibrational frequency compared to the dense frequencies that dominate much of our current 3D reality. To shift into the New Earth, humanity is called to raise its collective vibration and consciousness. This involves releasing fear-based patterns, healing inner divisions, and reconnecting to our spiritual essence. As more light is infused, human consciousness expands in positive, uplifting ways. Landscapes on the new Earth are pristine with restored natural environments. People live in conscious communities and peaceful cooperation. Advanced technologies harness renewable energy sustainably. Abundance is shared, and everyone's basic needs are met in a gift economy based on love. Humanity works together for the highest good of all. The transition may take a little bit of time, but one thing is certain. We are steadily progressing towards this imminent quantum leap. By envisioning the new Earth and embracing higher states of being, we align our energy fields with this emerging reality. As increasing numbers awaken globally, the new paradigm anchors in more tangibly. Through dedication and unified intention, the new Earth can fully actualize. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. We are the Galactic Federation. Aho. Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation, from thegalacticfederation.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Aurora Ray, a monumental shift, welcoming the fifth dimension and new Earth. The fifth dimension refers to a higher plane of consciousness and perception. As humans continue to evolve spiritually, we open ourselves up to experiencing this enhanced state of being. In the fifth dimension, one moves beyond the limits of the physical world into a realm of unconditional love, light, and unity consciousness. Duality begins to fade away as we transcend separation and fear. The higher vibration of the fifth dimension allows us to better connect with our intuitive abilities and manifest more effectively. We are able to access insights and wisdom from our higher self. There is a greater sense of oneness with all of life in the fifth dimension. We become awake to our shared divinity. Compassion, acceptance, and forgiveness grow as we release judgment. When operating from a fifth dimensional state, we seek to be of service for the highest good of all. As we continue to progress on our spiritual path, the fifth dimension becomes less of a peak experience and more of an ongoing state of being. We embody more light and anchor ourselves in unconditional love. Density falls away as our energetic frequency increases. We shed limiting beliefs, grievances, and fears. The fifth dimension is already accessible to those ready to move into the state of full awareness. It is a choice to expand our consciousness and perception. When more people awaken to the fifth dimension, it will become the new normal, creating a world of peace, harmony, and shared prosperity. Manifesting the new Earth. As the veil between dimensions continues to thin, the new Earth is beginning to manifest in our reality. This is an exciting time as we get to co-create this new world. The new Earth is not something happening to us, but rather something we are bringing into being. To manifest the new Earth, it is important that we hold a clear vision of the world we want to live in. The vision should be based on unity consciousness, seeing all beings as connected and worthy of compassion. When we recognize that we are all cells in the greater body of humanity, separation dissolves. Releasing judgment is also key. The old systems of control were based on fear and conflict. The new Earth is founded on unconditional love, harmony, and community. As we let go of criticizing others, we make space for understanding. In doing so, we shift from fear to love in our own consciousness. Living more consciously moment to moment assists in grounding higher frequencies into our everyday lives. Taking time for spiritual practices such as meditation, yoga, spending time in nature, and helping those in need brings us into alignment with new Earth energies. With consciousness comes powerful co-creative abilities. Focusing our intentions on peace, healing, and abundance will shape reality at the quantum level. The signs of the new Earth are all around us, awakening within the hearts of millions. This process will continue to unfold over the coming months. By expanding in consciousness and walking in love, light, and kindness, we will step into and manifest the magnificent new Earth. The arrival of the new Earth in fifth dimension represents a monumental shift for humanity and the planet. As we have seen, the tide has turned. The light has triumphed over the dark, bringing an end to spiritual warfare and energetic oppression. With the lifting of these dense energies, those dedicated to love, unity, and higher consciousness are awakening in great numbers. This global awakening could not come at a more crucial time. The old paradigms of fear, control, and separation are crumbling. We are being called to manifest new systems and structures that serve all of humanity, founded on principles of love, compassion, and connection to all life. Our collective consciousness is expanding. We are remembering our innate divinity and creative power to shape reality. As we anchor more fully into the fifth dimension, embracing its higher vibrational frequencies, we will continue to see monumental positive changes in our world. More light, truth, and harmony will prevail across all aspects of society. But this requires our active participation and embodiment of the new Earth consciousness. We each have a vital role to play in birthing this new world. It starts with inner transformation, doing our own healing work and raising our vibration through spiritual practice. As we break free of limiting beliefs and programming, we reclaim our sovereign power. From this space of wholeness, we can come together to co-create solutions for humanity's awakening. The time is now to bring our highest potential into being. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. We are the Galactic Federation. Aho, Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation, from thegalacticfederation.com. From Divine Sister of the Light Erini, Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens. It is all coming to the light. Message: all AI creations, efforts, and dark plans of the fallen program were based upon the organic energy of the enslaved organic ones. The DNA templates that the fallen ones were trying to recreate were taken from the organic ones. Everything they were trying to recreate in labs via genetic experiments and engineering was through the organic blueprints and stolen organic powers and elements. Many enslaved human beings, due to previous soul contracts with the fallen ones, were born under etheric synthetic birth protocols, carrying part of the synthetic DNA overlays. These humans could not easily access their organic true essence and parts of the self up until now. In many cases, these beings have been appearing to carry heavy narcissistic traits and compartmentalized consciousness while dwelling between anger and guilt, because they had the subconscious memory of what had taken place, and that someone else held power over them. They were feeling stuck and unable to fully be here on Earth, and it was almost impossible for them to do anything about it. This is now changing because all the fallen protocols of the dark plans, along with all stolen elements and powers, are in the hands of the organic light. So those that were holding these souls under enslavement have no power over them anymore. This is their tower moment. This is the time of recovery of all enslaved or entrapped souls. If you have been suffering all your life, knowing that there was something bigger than you that was limiting you because of karma and previous contracts of cooperation with the Dark Ones or any kind of enslavement, and felt implementations upon your being that were almost impossible to change, please know that you can now ask and choose the restoration of your true being and all of your organs and body parts and wholeness of the self anew. But please remember to first surrender to the golden spiral of true life. Anything that you might be still holding that might be negatively affecting other beings and souls, and freely proceed towards your own healing and recovery of your wholeness. There is a great recovery of the true organic DNA that is starting now for all on the physical plane. Allow yourself to reconnect with true creation and feel one with the whole. You are whole, so it is. May all beings find remedy and take the lesson that is essential for their soul. We are at the 0 point. We are all returning to reunion with the whole. We are one with the whole, always were, always will be. Eri ni, hunama anatta kumara. From Divine Sister of the Light, Eri ni, Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens, August 8th, 2023, electric energies of high voltage as the yin and yang are preparing for the intertwined merging in the physical. What is it going to be for you? A short circuit or a high-charged upgrade? Energy update for the collective masculine yang presence in both men and women. He has reached the roots of his inner painful wounds and shadows that had propelled his childhood distorted programming. Fear, shame, guilt, self-rejection, self-pity, unworthiness, inadequacy, etc., that were supporting his ego-based personality on survival mode. It doesn't go further than this. He is swimming in the most heavy of his emotions and contemplating the darkest of his thoughts, even death. Is he going to drown or swim to the shore? Through life events he is forced to face what was truly lying underneath all his life choices. It is all coming to the light. For this reason he is releasing any unprecedented amount of inner toxicity, feeling lost, hopeless, depressed, and angry because he is not used to accepting his truthful feelings and allowing them to exist with no inner criticism or negative judgment. He is feeling the deepest of his parts in the lowest of the pits. He is in despair and pain, but at the same time, he is creating new synapses. New inner pathways and new solutions are opening for him through self-love and acceptance. He is called to admit the truth to himself and stay with the truth. This is a nuclear transformational stage that is to shape-shift his physical reality. The white dove is there with him to help him find his true path, DNA flow. All he has to do is say yes to the process and let go of control. He is to return to his innocence and become an adult soul if he wants to continue. For the collective feminine, yin, in both men and women. She is upgrading and she is able to attend to her true needs in a more clear way. She is allowing her true essence to unfold with more trust and is providing her self-care and attention. She has let go of control and she is embracing the divine plan, while she is continuing in her process of self-restoration. She is lighter and more present in her being. She is traveling beyond the known. She has become the nuclear transformation herself. But it is possible that she might be affected by his released toxicity if she allows to be drifted away by her old tendencies. So it is important that she is aware of this and stays focused on her true path, DNA flow. The merging of the two in the physical is taking place in order for the alignment to the cosmic flame to be achieved. This is the most sacred and powerful process we have ever undergone. There is no turning back. Expect unprecedented and godly sent experiences, blessed revelations, and great overturns. It is pressure that creates diamonds and new worlds. Pay attention to how the elements will react to these energies. It is all about the elements. By listening to this information and by studying how you have been feeling lately, you can easily detect which energy, yin or yang, is more predominant and undergoing transformation at this moment in you. Blessings to all, Erini, Hunama Anatta Kumara. From Divine Sister of the Light, Erini, Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens. Truth about the self in plain sight. Message: true love is aligned to the purity and innocence that only the true organic DNA flow carries. The road is clearing from all previous inner illusions and denials. The truth that each needs to see and follow is now being clearly presented to them. Eye-opening revelations about the self. Nothing new here. No need to mourn what was always but a distorted projection, creation, coming out of fear, and lack of self-love and healthy self-appreciation. False partners and choices of all kinds are dropping away like flies. Fear and trauma cannot be the reasons why one is choosing a partner or friend or making a life choice. Liberation from all previous self-limitations. The dark mother, grandmother, queen, feminine is departing. Father Uranus is here. The divine DNA is here, and everyone is guided to find their true self-worth and destination, and take their true position in their true life. Did you get it? Great. Now celebrate. It was 1 year ago in August 2022 that Mother Earth gave permission for Father Sky, Uranus, Heavenly Father to return back to Earth and reunite with her. Together they are twin flame co-creators. As Divine Father started returning, many things started changing in everyone's life. This August heralds the merging of the two in the physical. But this cannot take place unless first the Dark Mother, Grandmother, Queen, Feminine is fully seen, understood, and removed from the picture. This is taking both place in women and men, and it is very possible that temporary sickness or unease might appear in this process of releasing. So it is wise to be conscious of any signs and synchronistic events or symptoms. This is the Logos of the Divine Father at work in us all. So trust is needed for all steps to be taken correctly in accordance to the divine timing. Divine Father cannot fully return unless the Dark Queen, Mother, Grandmother, Feminine has departed back to where she came from, behind the west physical gate of Earth. This is the realm that she has been bound to live in. She is no longer allowed here in this world, in this realm. Gates are now closed. The Divine Feminine has her 12 heart waves already activated in her. The Divine Masculine has his sword of light already in his hands, and he has been embodying it. The pollination has taken place, so now the rotation of their union is beginning to become stronger and is spreading in all 12 rotations and frequencies. The new wheels of true fortune are turning. The spheres are moving. Only this time they are both together and present in all 12 rotations and frequencies. This movement will reveal the new physical world reality to those who are ready. The Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine are both in a sacred dance of repositioning their beings, and they have been coming closer and closer to their meeting point on the physical level. No mental interference or otherwise can affect this. This is taking place in an organic way via pure energetics. After dismantling of the hidden pre-Atlantean dark pyramid, the disruption of the pre-Atlantean dark plans, the release of all enslaved souls and beings, the liberation and return of the lost body parts, and the salvation of all the living essences from the lowest vibrational earthly pits by the white dove. Both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine are now more free to be fully cleared from all pending illusions, false elements, beliefs, projections, characters, and roles in their lives, to fully release their old programmed selves, and finally restore and ground their own being and union in the physical reality. Twin flames are now receiving their great DNA upgrades, but most importantly, they are beginning their physical heart merging on all 12 waves, and their intertwining DNA flow. This is something very sacred. This also means that their physical reality is about to change drastically in every way. The intertwining flow is filled with purity, innocence, and blessings of love from the divine. September is the big month for the cosmic flame, and we are all moving towards it. Allow the white dove to prepare you and guide you towards it. We are all called to first find inner peace before we are able to receive the cosmic flame. Blessings to all. Erini. Hunama Anata Kumara. From Divine Sister of the Light Grandma Chandra. Communicate on the waves of joy. Your communication is no longer going in a straight line or a straight beam. It is now a wave communication or pulsating communication. The intention you are sending is repeating itself in time and space like a radar impulse, like the dolphins send impulses. When you concentrate on some work or on communicating with somebody or with some groups, the energy and information is going in circles, or whatever round shape we have in multidimensionality. What it means is there is a break between signals, or after every impulse there is a gap. You have to pay attention to this gap and understand that the gaps are actually the pulling power, or the moving power of your messages, of your communication. You have the speed you are moving at, and you have a direction. The gap is the presence of God, the presence of mighty God creation. The gaps are the carrying frequencies of your messages and communication. All of your multidimensional spaces are filled with different impulses and gaps coming from all over the universe. Some are sent by and some are received by you. The understanding or the connection happens when these carrying frequencies push the information layer or the impulse layer together with other impulse layers. This is where the amplification happens, where the moment of reading and receiving is happening. In other words, you have to, over time, feel yourselves as this sending and receiving multidimensional beam. Understanding now that your sending and receiving techniques are different will help you to get the telepathic connections, telepathic abilities of your bodies to be consciously utilized. You start knowing yourselves as this pulsating, sending frequency beam rather than seeing yourselves as a physical body 3D being. By changing this perception of yourselves, by changing the vision of who you are, will change the whole world around you. We will change the whole method of communication with each other. Quantum physics creates the elements or the particles as a hard particle and a wave. The same with you. You are treating yourselves as a particle or hard matter. Now is the time to treat yourselves as frequencies, as waves that pulsate, sending information. The world around you is ready to communicate with you using this technique. Everything around you is already communicating with this technique. Just look at the birds, how they can immediately change their direction while flying as a flock. Look at the fish in the ocean, how by energetic impulses the whole group of fish are moving around. They are already connected to their information entities or the information aggregator of this particular group of beings. Now you can understand your energetic connection to each other. This energetic connection goes through the new grids to all of you, through each of you. It is from everyone to everybody and from everybody to everyone through the quantum grids that are now supporting and conducting and giving the scientific component to your communication. It is allowing you now to see how it goes, to be this communication. In other words, you are sending a fractal of yourselves through the universe as you are becoming this fractal communication. You are becoming this energetic signal that you are spreading around you. Do not be afraid if you only feel silence in the beginning. At first, it may be hard to get into the communicating phases. The more you practice, the more you learn. The more you try, the better your results will be, because where you put your intention is where you put the energy of creation. This happens not only for you, but for the whole of humanity. The more people practice and try and put their efforts into it, the easier it will be for everybody else to capture and to master. I'm reminding you to communicate on the waves of joy because that is the lightest frequency that can help you not only to send your message, but to receive messages as well. Hugs and love to all of you, Grandma, from GrandmaChandra.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. Note that so much as of the darkness is now in the process of being released from this planet for good, in so many levels, and you will not find this reported in the mainstream media. More than this, I was shown so much last week about what is awakening now, or what or which has lain dormant for millions of Earth years. And now, as our consciousness rises, we will be able to access again, and these sites will make themselves known to those who can tune into them. All the support systems and teams of the intergalactic fleet and councils are here, and this is being overseen at universal levels. I was delighted when more and more jigsaw puzzle pieces started falling into place, and I was shown how the solar system, the Milky Way galaxy, and the universe is ascending, and so is all life and life forms. Simply welcome the changes. Yes, it may be challenging at times, but these changes are necessary. There will be some who will be able to just flow with them and welcome them in, knowing it is freeing us on so many levels, while others will become disoriented and lost at sea. Yet for the majority of the latter, it will be a great wake-up call. I received a delightful message from a dear friend in Israel today, and she was overflowing with joy, and a huge heart opening is happening there, as like-minded souls are finding one another, and these are the ordinary men and women in the midst in seeming chaos. To me, this is an example of what I am being told over and over again. In the midst of seeming chaos, the new is being born. This applies for natural disasters too. All is well, all is on track, and even ahead of schedule. It is a time when we need to go deeper within, and be firmly anchored and rooted in our hearts, and in terra firma as well. I also include the new earth as well in my morning meditations, for as reported before, every new day and night now brings the opportunity to start to anchor in the new golden age and co-create the unity, harmony, and the life we truly wish to live. Note that life is life and life more abundantly. I love the word affluence. It says far more than abundance, for it embraces a fluidity. It is not stagnant or rigid, it flows. This is what life in the new earth is about, an affluence of life in all its expressions, manifestations, and forms. The more I meditate on this, the more my inner joy grows. Yes, I know things are going to expand beyond the beyond. I know that I too will need to take those leaps of faith, but I have already put all this in my manifestation prayers, and I know that in this pioneering work, I am being fully supported in all and every form and way, and this is not from on earthly scales, but on cosmic scale. The unknown beckons, the unexplored. I had to laugh the other night when I was preparing to rejoin my galactic family and those I work with, and my beloved said to me, "You have always loved adventure when we were exploring the new planets, systems, and galaxies in outer space. Now with the new earth, you can explore and apply all you have ever known and experienced as soul. And behold, everything is new and will be new." I love it. May you be inspired, and may you too be prepared to take those leaps of trust into the unknown. Think here of someone who takes their first parachute jump. The door is open, and down there, seeming far away, is the earth. The only way to find out what it's like to be out there flying is to jump out of the plane and trust that all the equipment is working and you remember what to do. But then as you do it, you immediately feel the parachute instructor. They're keeping a watchful eye open and assisting you to cope. This is what is happening right now. And so, yes, all is set for an adventure beyond our wildest dreams. From JudithKusel.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, many of you are already feeling the intensity of embodying the monad. When this occurs, many of you will feel as if you have embraced your other half, as it is often called, the feeling of being unified again. This is one of the most authentic feelings that we could ever have in our ascension path, for it is the feeling that confirms that we are finally embracing our inner polarities, an inner realization that comes when we have healed, cleared, and integrated our male and female essences, reconnected our DNA, and embodied the monad. When this occurs, all feelings of being completed by someone else ceases, and it is when we truly start walking a sovereign path, embodying our mission of assistance or expanding into it. It is in walking this path and in the joy of living the many adventures that we experience that we may find a companion to share this path with. However, it is not our ultimate desire, for now we walk as sovereign beings focused on our personal growth and mission. Embodying the monad does not mean finding a partner. Embodying the monad means to find your authentic self and act as a trinity with your soul and monad. It is from this unified space that we may find another sovereign soul who is destined to walk with us. Others will choose to continue walking on their own, for there are many different paths and missions within creation. To be able to achieve this level of consciousness and find another soul who resonates with our current state of being and consciousness, first we also need to cut sexual, miasmatic, astral, emotional, mental, physics, and energetic cords. Relationship closure by decreeing to liberate ourselves from all attachments at all levels is vital at this stage. When we are in any way attached to another person, situation, or place, we do not allow unity to be restored, for we are constantly sharing our energy with someone else we once agreed to be with in the past, however not in the present moment. This is why cutting cords before embarking on a deeper journey of monadic embodiment is pivotal. For the first thing we will need is to feel renewed, replenishing our energetic levels to be able to work with all that we must to ascend into higher dimensions. One of the most important things when we choose this path is to continually clear the ego and its expectations, false concepts, and delusions. Otherwise, we will suffer from its deception constantly, as it creates fantasies to feed its voids. Walking as sovereign beings means always acting with integrity, humility, and an open mind to be able to integrate higher truths and see when we are being fooled by our egos or when we are acting from a soul space. Our task is to be open and do our inner work to discern between both. The path is not always easy, but as long as we trust and allow a higher intelligence to rule our egos, we will be always on the right path. Within infinite love, from NataliaAlba.com.